Spring has sprung. I am back in the shed. And look how much room there is in here. Most importantly, it moves not under its own power, but by strapping the rototiller up into the air, I can move it around just by pushing it. So just hooked up the battery and tried starting it. It's been sitting in here all winter. It didn't do anything. So I'm thinking the battery's dead, which probably means that it's junk. I thought they would be fine in the shed over winter. Apparently I was wrong. That down there is a replacement starter generator for this in case the one on it is bad and the cause of why it won't start. I'm hoping that is the case, but we will find out as things progress. Let's see, what else? The workbench is a complete and utter disaster. That absolutely has to get cleaned. I've been picking away at it a little bit here and there today, but it's going to definitely take more than today. That said, it definitely has to be done because that needs to go in its home. That, which is a dog bed for Sir Moose to be out here with me, needs to go in its home, which is where all that wood and 2 bags of Quikrete are at after I sweep it up. Yeah, it's going to be a painful process. The welder needs to go in its home, wherever that ends up being. That, I don't even use it. I don't even have propane canisters for it. I'd like to make a neat stack of wood right here for the next winter, but that can wait until closer to winter. For now, I think I'm just going to get it all like back in there as much as I can by moving those wheel weights out of the way. Oh, as we move over here, we of course have the 2 decks and the plow and that replacement motor. I'm really hoping this motor is not blown, but we'll find out. This piece of wood, those longer pieces of wood and all that, those got to come out of here. Those are for part of the wood for making the middle shelf. But that box right there will go, hopefully, right there between the shelf and the edge of the breaker panel there. That is my hydraulic press that I bought last fall and still in its box. So I hope nothing's wrong with it because I never had a chance to set it up. Spare gas tank for this too. It just came with a lot of parts that and that came in. So kind of, you know, is what it is. I need the hydraulic press because I cannot put that chain together without it. I barely got this one together. These pins do not want to go through the link. The spacing inside the link is not wide enough, even though they're the correct hooks. Don't ask, I don't know. Crazy stuff. But at least I have 2 chains made. Unfortunately, if we go over here, I currently only have 1 binder. I need to pick up another binder. They only had 1 at Tractor Supply when I was buying those. Because I'm going to need them for hauling stuff like this around. I have my heavier duty chains and 2 binders, but those are for much larger pieces of equipment. All this wood's got to go. It's all just bits and pieces, scrap material that is big enough to not throw away, basically. That Quikrete, unfortunately, rock solid. It absorbed moisture from the air sitting in the shed here, and it's junk. Makes me angry, but I bought way more than I needed. I only needed 2 bags, and I bought 4, and now I'm paying for it. Spray paint there, spray paint down there, spray paint up there, and spray paint in the Lowe's bag right there. I really got to consolidate all of that too. Yeah, you'll notice a missing box down there at the end. If you've been watching before, all the chemicals I took in the house over the winter, just so that they wouldn't get ruined if it got too cold out here. Let's see, what else? I think that's pretty much everything from in here. Then there's all of this, plus an even longer level inside the car. My uncle. I mean, I guess he's technically my uncle. My aunt and him were married, but my mom's sister, that is, and this guy were married. But they were divorced before I was even born, I think, or right after I was born, something like that. So I never really knew him as my uncle, but he has dementia. This has been mine. You guys have seen that before. I just brought it home. My grinder's in there somewhere too, hiding right down there. But most of this came from my uncle's house. He has dementia. He's not able to do things anymore, and his house and property just need to be cleaned out. I'm potentially getting 2 more tractors from there as well. I talked about one previously, which was a John Deere of unknown origin. It is a John Deere MT. So it's a John Deere M with a tricycle front end instead of a wide front end. Don't know anything about it. Whether it runs, when it last ran, or any of that. The other tractor is actually another Farmall. It's a little tiny Farmall BN, which would be awesome for my mom to have on her property if I can get it going. It's got basically brand new tires on it. They don't even have any cracking or weather checking of any kind. They are flat a little bit from sitting. Unfortunately, it's been sitting outside, so it may have a seized engine. I don't know. Next time I get up there, we will be finding out. But yeah, I got a lot more tools in here. Nice level. Most importantly, though, 2 heavy duty, I mean really heavy duty jack stands, and 2 moderately heavy duty, high end to medium duty. That's a 40 volt electric chainsaw, Cobalt branded. So what is that? Lowe's, right? Some brand new straps in their original packaging, some wheel bearing grease, and lots of tools. No sense in people outside the family getting them, and I have a use for them, so I get to have them. There's socket rails down there. One of them has impact sockets on it. Yeah, all sorts of stuff that he just will never use again. Whole complete socket set here. Well, complete other than one extension is missing. Plus, it seems to have 2 extra sockets in it. I don't know what that's all about. Don't care. It was free, and it's a small socket set that we can keep in the house for use in the house. I hope that was actually in the shot, because I'm struggling right now a little bit. Alrighty. And we have yard waste that has to go back in the shed because it's going to rain tomorrow before they pick it up in 3 days. Yeah, the leaves need blown. That John Deere, the parts tractor for the one inside, I don't know what all is good on it, but I do know it has a bad transmission. It's basically going to get blown apart this year. I'm going to convert the chassis into a trailer. Take the seat off, take the hood off, take the front clip off, leave the axles on it, strip the transmission out of the transaxle. Obviously the motor and everything's all got to go too. But yeah, turn this into a trailer to pull behind the other one when the other one gets running, and have parts as well. Let's see what's under the hood here. Oh, if I can get it open. Nope, not right now. I'm gonna have to pop that sucker. You guys know about this leftover roof metal from when we had the house done. That's going on here this summer. There's more of it. There's my stack of wood. But there's more. Let me walk back over here. There's stuff that came out of the shed. That's already ready to be put away for the summer. The other stuff I got to get ready to go for the summer. See the blue X? That's the neighbor's tree. Mine has a blue dot. The other one, big one, has a blue dot. The other big one has a blue dot. My big one out front has a blue dot. The power company has contractors coming through to do a bunch of limb trimming to not interfere with the power lines. And for these 3 trees, small ones here, complete cut down. Yeah, that neighbor's tree's got a blue one. I'm sure every tree down this alley has got some kind of mark. Yeah. So there's a lot to do. Gotta get my circular saw up there, or not circular saw. Well, I mean, it is a circular saw, but it's just a giant one. The belt-driven table saw, basically. I forget what they're actually called. It's a buzz saw. Geez, brain farting today. That's got to get ready to go. Obviously, I need to air the tires up, and that's kind of a little bit open. We had a really bad storm this winter that actually ruined this already. Didn't even have it for one full year. $600 tent shed, and one bad storm ripped the anchors out of the ground, lifted it up, threw it that way. The ends came loose, which means these, instead of being taut, sank in like they look like right now, and they filled with ice. So there's rips up here too. You probably can't see them from out here, but I can see them from inside. I'm pretty disappointed in this. It should have been able to take that storm. It wasn't that bad, but what do you do? So we come in here though. We got our lovely Super H ready to go. Got to get the green lawnmowers are the one we use currently. This one still needs repairs that I don't have time to do. Got those, which funny enough, that one, the yellow one, is for a John Deere M. So if I end up getting that M, it'll go right on there, perfect. But yeah, there's, everything's in here. It was stashed away for the winter. There you go. Now you can see the holes. I was on the wrong side. Yeah, really, really disappointed and upset. But what do you do? And then on the other side, we have the more modern John Deere tractor that needs some repairs. And all the tires, the spreader back there. There's a bigger air compressor, but I think the motor's junk, or potentially the air compression cylinder's junk. Something's not right on it. Trailer, of course, the belts. Yeah, we're getting ready. Spring has sprung, so it's time to take care of this place. Make it look nice. If you saw my short, I was sitting up on the porch with the dogs. You saw me talking. I thought there was 3 trees, but that one's actually on the other side of the fence. So there's only 2. And these are going to get yanked out with a special method using the tractor that I will show you guys. I got to get my tripod out and my other camera. I'm just using my phone right now without a gimbal or anything, so I apologize if it's a little shaky. There's the hood for the one that's in there. So yeah, after they come through and do all their trimming, the wood's gonna stay, and I'm gonna zip it up on the buzz saw and stack it, because this winter we will be able to work in here. We're a year behind, thanks to me breaking my leg last fall, but it is getting done. Oh, and I finally hung my Farmall sign. It's a Farmall M, which I obviously don't have, but I would like to. Nice tractor. All right. I just thought I'd catch you guys up on everything that's been going on and where we're at, what we're doing, what the plan is for the tractor situation this year. And yeah, that was a waste of $25, although I should be able to get most of that back in scrap metal value. I haven't actually tried it or anything, but I'm certain it was a waste. Whoops. Alrighty. Well, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and as always, I will see you on the next one.